7,000 people at the Trent FM Arena. You're watching this on DVD thanks to Virgin Active Hour Gym. Steve Wilkinson is behind the camera lens. Rick Strachan is on the colour commentator's mic. This is Gary Moran bidding you the warmest of welcomes to the biggest action in Elite League ice hockey. The GMB Panthers versus the Sheffield Steelers. Rick, it's the oldest cliche in the book, but will it come down to the netminders?
It definitely will. The most important position in ice hockey is goaltending, and it's down to the two goalies tonight.
We've got a Latvian in the shape of Muskovits. I don't know how you say his name, Rick.
And no one does.
And we've got at the other end, Kowalski, so easy to pronounce. The referee is Andy Carson, the bank manager. On one line, it's the taxman, Paul Staniforth. And on the other, it's the greenkeeper in Ryder Cup week, Andy Dalton.
Greenskeeper.
First draw comes out to the right wing. Beauregard plays it back to Steve Lee. Big pressure on the Panthers defense tonight without Zion. Two Brits, Steve Lee and Danny Myers, have to play a regular shift. Captain John Phillips takes it back for Sheffield. Crowd very loud, as you'd expect. Lots of seats in the boxes sold, as well as every seat in the bowl. Legui tries to turn it towards the goal. It's turned to this side of the ice, but it's picked off by Sheffield, then given away. Alexander Beauregard can't get the legs going to beat Bollybrook to it. He changes on the fly instead, and Bollybrook plays it off the boards to Legui, and he dumps it in for the Sheffield Steelers. But they're changing on the fly too, so Danny Myers has time and waits for the rest of his troops to come from the team bench. Soft one up the boards. David Clark with a stick wrapped round his neck. Icing's the whistle. No call from the referee on the interference. I think Andy Carson's an experienced referee, and he'll let a few things flow until nerves settle and everyone gets a grip on this one.
Yeah, I think it's important for the referee, especially in the first 2-3 minutes of this game. Let a game play. If there's a scoring chance, there's a penalty, call it. But other than that, let's just get this game going.
53 seconds into it, face off to the right of Kowalski. Ian McDonald gets it across to Lepine. Lepine turns it back to Danny Myers. He's fired it round the boards, but he's picked off by Bollybrook. Sends it to the corner. Steelers get it back to Hewitt at point. Long range shot. Bit of a panic last minute save, but he covers up on the rebound shot from Bollybrook. Ashley Tate goes to the blue paint, but has a look at Lepine and decides better off making more of it.
That was a good save by Kowalski. Sheffield just did a good job of getting the puck to the point. Just threw it on net through his screen. He made the first save, got the paddle down, make sure it couldn't go through his 5-hole, and then hung on.
Big game. Some of these guys won't have played in one as big as this in their entire careers so far. Billy Ryan wins the draw. Myers off the glass. It could have been picked off by Dowd. He doesn't realise. Penner helps it on. Young Lakovitz getting ice time with the dismissal. Oh, and everyone's piled into the net. Billy Ryan was pushed there by Bollybrook. Penalty coming up from the referee. Is it interference against Sheffield for pushing Panthers into the keeper? Yes, it is.
Nah, he was calling it long before that. It was a hook behind the play on, was it Hewitt?
Won't be the first dumb penalty he's taken against the Panthers. Taxi for Hewitt.
Hey, he got caught in the wrong side on the back check, and instead of skating, did the lazy thing, stuck his stick out, and it's not a good chance for Nottingham here.
So Panthers going to a Farmers Skoda power play. David Clark to take the draw. Panthers loaded up with forwards. David Clark doesn't win the draw. Beauregard helps him out though. Hustling and bustling in the corner. Galbraith gets it around to player coach Corey Nielsen. Has a look, winds up, shot. Big rebound. Comes on the wrong side of Jade Galbraith. Couldn't snap a one-timer away. Gets it right across to Billy Ryan, the American. Sends it in low. Oh, Beauregard right through the blue paint and out the other side. Corey Nielsen comes back. Plays it up the right wing. Galbraith stretches, can't get to it. Neil Clark sends it in low. He could have a busy night if Penner comes chasing him. And we've had 30 seconds of the Panthers' first power play of the night. Nielsen up to Galbraith. Galbraith through and under the feet of Beauregard. Icing the call. Beauregard jumped over it. Linesman Dalton said there was no touch. And Panthers are brought all the way back down to their end of the ice. Power plays and special teams, Rick, another important area tonight.
If Carson's going to call some penalties, each team's going to get their chance on the penalty kill and the power play. And right now, Nottingham's just got to settle it down here a bit. They're rushing it. They're not coming up as a unit. They got to slow it down, get the puck in, and get it set up.
Billy Ryan concocts the draw back to Galbraith, and Galbraith gives it to player coach Corey Nielsen, who gives it back to the man who scored against the Boston Bruins a week ago, and we presented him with the puck at the start of this game. Billy Ryan takes it into the attack zone, feeds it off the boards to Galbraith. He bounces one right across. Nielsen readjusts, tees it back to Clark. Clark sends it in low. Nielsen can't get hold of it, and Clark has a chance to clear. Takes his time, sends the diagonal pass, which had it got through to Phillips would have sent them away to the races. Now the linesman's playing football with it. Nielsen collects the ricochet, sends his troops back in. Still time on the power play. Back to Nielsen. Nielsen digs it out of his feet. Backdoor pad save to deny Clark. Great setup. Jade Galbraith into the pads, and it's led to a breakaway. It's John Phillips against Kowalski. Phillips against Kowalski. Kowalski stonewalls him. K-Wall makes the save. Another brick in the wall from K-Wall, Craig Kowalski. Good start from the Panthers keeper.
A great start. Bad decision by Jade Galbraith. He's a star player. He can't shoot her right into the shin pads. Jonathan Phillips on a breakaway from the blue line, trying to go 5-hole, but K-Wall says, you ain't having none of that tonight.
17 seconds to go on the power play to Nottingham. And both goalies, Mustakovs and Kowalski, in the thick of the action, as you'd expect. You could cut the tension with a knife. Hewitt's coming back in 10 seconds. Panthers could have some momentum though, as he does. They've dumped it in. It'll be icing against them as it's fired down the ice by Jeremy Domish, the former Newcastle player. He's 31 years of age. He's only 5'9" though, probably one of the smaller defensemen in the league. He too played against Boston Bruins last weekend.
The kid can skate. So Danny Myers, if you're going to try to use the play where you're going to, it's a race, don't stand in his corner.
Big save to deny Domish. Sent forward and dumped in by Dustin Sproat, out there for his first shift for the Panthers. Domish backhand over this side. Ashley Tate plays it back to the D. And they try a diagonal dump out. Panthers working well on the forecheck. It's gone behind Lepine, but Danny Myers has given it straight to Tate. Tate shoots, pad save to deny former Panther Ashley Tate. Bad giveaway by Danny Myers.
Oh, this is a terrible decision, but once again, K-Wall's there to save his bacon.
Hewitt falls over trying to make the hit. Penner comes in and flattens Ashley Tate. The hits are coming from all directions. Dowd tries the hit on Myers. He got the puck across to Sproat. Sproat's giving it to McDonald. He stick handles nicely all the way down, sends it in low, goes for a change. Penner's on a search and destroy mission. Can't get the hit away against Sarich. Tate plays it across coast to coast. Bollybrook gives it away, gets it back.
Good old-fashioned hockey going on right now. Guys just running at each other.
Steve Lee misses the hit, but does enough to win the puck.
It's a good thing Simon got his head up right there because Stevie Lee was going to knock it off.
It's off the glass, given away to Matthew Myers, and he backhands it into enemy territory. He's Sarich with the puck, though, for Sheffield, trying to work it out. Has to slam the brakes on. U-turn and go back. Into the feet of Jade Galbraith. He cleverly and quickly backhands it to Matthew Myers, and Matthew Myers just puts it out of reach of Stevie Lee. Coach Nielsen calls Kowalski to get the puck, makes the pass available, and Kowalski delivered the puck perfectly to the coach, but his pass down the boards skips past Beauregard, and Panthers are called for icing. We've had 5 minutes already of this one, sponsored by Red Arrow, the coach service between Nottingham and Derby every 10 minutes.
That's a great 5 minutes of hockey. Both teams playing physical, both teams taking hits, giving hits. Some great goaltending at both ends.
Linesman does that all the time, this linesman in particular, the fake drop. Of course people react to it.
Just drop the puck.
Yeah. When I did that charity game last year on the line, you know, there was never a problem with the face-off. I just said, "Are you ready, boys?" Bent over, drop the puck. So easy. And they know what you're going to do as well. Here is Bollybrook for the Sheffield Steelers. He dishes it off to Le Gui. Le Gui gives it back to Bollybrook. Talbot works it through centre ice. David Clark looking over his shoulder, does react in time to get the puck. Lobs one down the ice, no icing. Bollybrook goes to collect. The 33-year-old on his second spell with Sheffield, went to the DEL, 300 AHL games to his credit on the resume. Talbot works his way through, dishes it off, stolen. Lakovitz right across, Clark stretches, gets it. Panthers onside, send it in low. Lakovitz sends it all the way back round. Young Tom Norton reacts first, goes to it, fires it on target, it's loose. Oh, David Clark. He had more of the net to aim at than there was covered by the keeper's outstretched pad.
I don't know what that hit, but there was just nothing but a wide open net.
And it would have been Lakovitz and Norton that made it. Tate goes down, he gets the puck across to Le Gui. Long range shot, Kowalski easily saves, gives it to Lepine. Lepine clips a skate though, it's bounced and ricocheted for Sheffield, and Kowalski's on fire so far tonight. Lee across to Lepine. Steve Munn just over halfway, chips it in. Steve Lee has a look, Lepine wants it across, it bounces around. Sproat turns his back on it, knowing the puck's coming, backhands it forward. McDonald can't take it on the backhand. D's changing behind the play. Sheffield off the glass. Oh, not enough reaction from McDonald. It's ricocheted around. Dowd's lost it, stretching. Sproat brings it forward. 2-on-2 with the guy coming from the bench. Sproat protects it, flicks it centre ice. Corey Nielsen makes room and shoots just past the far post. Beauregard keeps it in and sends it to the corner. Corey Nielsen needs a sat-nav to find his way back to the blue line. It's at the blue line with Tom Norton. Ricochet shot. The Latvian had the pad down and just got to it. Now it's a foot race. Clark gets to it first, so there's no icing, but the puck's loose and Corey Nielsen can mop up for Nottingham. We've had 7.5 minutes of pulsating ice hockey. Tipped off, Jade Galbraith gets the shot away. Save, just sends the puck wide of the far post. Myers takes the hit, the puck's in the corner. Galbraith's lost out, and here's Bollybrook, who seems to have been on the ice from the first face-off. Quick turnover, Nottingham, Galbraith. And Beauregard worked it forward to Myers. Big hit from Guy Lepine.
Here we go, Jared.
Flopped.
That was a great hit.
Clark and Lepine. Big hit. Glob got his head down. I think that's Glob. The French-Canadian grabs the shirt on Clark. Starts to throw some. Throws the uppercut. Clark doing his stuff, his job for an injured teammate, but Lepine puts him down. If that's the best Sheffield's got, we've got Weapon X to come on top of Lepine.
Ah, that's a good fight. Clark did what he had. Globke had his head down and got it knocked right off.
The Nottingham doctor's gone on. Doctor's up close, having a good look. Towel to the nose. Andy, the stick guy's there as well. Rewind the DVD, folks, and watch the hit. We've got black and gold tinted glasses on, but even if you haven't, it was a clean hit. Sheffield Steeler on his feet. It is Glob. 28-year-old ex-Florida player in the NHL. AHL at Rochester, played in Denmark, played in the DL. He won't have been hit as hard as that anywhere else. Might have been hit as hard, but he won't have been hit harder.
Gary played in the NHL. I think he's had his block knocked off before. Everyone has. But you know what? That's an NHL hit there. He got his head down, stepped right in. Hey, he was on the tracks. The train ran him over.
And we've got blood on the tracks as well.
I think he broke his nose. I give the kid credit, he's still on the bench.
Who threw the hit, Rick?
It was Lapine.
Oh, Lapine's hit, and then he looked after himself.
They're throwing him out.
He's thrown him out, so Panthers are devastatingly now down to 4D, including Tom Norton.
That's that new rule, hitting to the head. In all hockey, they want the blind side hit to the head taken away, and right there, they called it.
Well, no wonder everyone's trying to talk to referee Andy Carson about it. I hope it's not a linesman's call.
I don't know who called it.
It's ice hockey, it's intense. 12:03 to go, first period, sponsored by Red Arrow. The bus service between Nottingham and Derby, the coach service, to give it its correct title, every 10 minutes. We're just about to introduce to the crowd at the back of block 16 in the background, Ross Lambert, who's here visiting tonight. He used to hit like that, game after game.
Amassing an amazing record. In season 93-94, he played 44 games with 55 goals and 83 assists.
So they're just introducing Ross Lambert. 227 points in 2 years.
44 games, a further 43 goals, 64 assists and 124 penalty minutes. With us in block 16, let's hear the roar for a man who had 227 points in just 2 seasons.
He's in row S in block 16.
Let's hear it for Ross Lambert!
Ross stands up at the back of block 16. He got in touch with me this morning and said, "Have you got a ticket for the game?" I said, "Are you kidding me? It's been sold out for a few days." He said, "I'll stand." He said, "We're not in the old barn, Ross."
Hey, he was a warrior.
Oh, wasn't he just?
Yeah.
Let's tell some Ross Lambert stories. Panthers down by 3, end of the first period. Ross gets his wallet out. Oh, he's only out for 17 minutes. He's got in the locker room for the rest of this period. I think he's got a 2 and 10 and a 5. Oh no, it's the other guy. So now he's suspended for Wednesday as well.
That's the new rules.
Well, we'll have to have a look at that one on the DVD and appeal that one probably.
Well, that's a huge blow for Nottingham. Now they're down 2 defensemen.
I'm trying to think if we've got a forward import that can go back on defence like we used to put Kevin Bergin back there last year.
Yeah, Bergie was great for that. I don't know if you got anybody now who can play that position.
Nielsen calls his troops away, says what's done is done. Sorry folks, I misheard the announcements. I thought they were calling the first one first. He got a 2 + 10 and a 5 for fighting. Well, I suppose he's balanced the books because I don't know that we're going to see Globk again tonight.
No, well, listen, they're patching him up right now on the bench, and we'll see what he's made of. The thing against him was that he didn't have a lot of heart.
It's a big game. Big games end up with big hits. So we're back to the action. All right, let's tell that quick Ross Lambert story. 3-0 down against Billingham, I think it was. End of the first, Ross goes in, gets his wallet out, pins £20 up on the wall from his own wallet. That's for the next goal. Pins £40 up for the game-winning goal, and pins £60 up for the first hit on the keeper to put him through the back of the net and into the boards. He then went out, and in the first 3 minutes, he'd won 120 quid of the 140 quid back himself.
Well, that's good. That's how you do it. You put the money up and goes, well, here, first I can run the goalie. I can score a goal.
Show the Steelers just what we're made of. Are you here with Corey Nielsen?
In the old days, you're allowed to run the goalie.
All right, it's backs to the wall time for the GMB Panthers. 4-on-4 action, of course. We've got 3 forwards out there. We've only got 3 D-men. David Clark takes his eye off the puck. Protects it though, doesn't get it out. It's given away. Legui, back door, big blocker save. If it was going to be a big night for Kowalski, it is now.
He's been sharp.
Right, so Corey Nielsen brings it forward for Nottingham. Oh, he wasn't looking, he was looking this way. He's giving it straight to Sarich. David Clark drops back. Le Gui back door. Bit of a stick save from Corey Nielsen. He's never going to give him a penalty for that. Now he's put Nielsen in the box for hooking. Now Panthers have no import defenseman.
Well, it's a bad turnover once in. Nottingham has had tons of scoring chances from the red line to their own net. They're terrible tonight. They just keep giving the puck away. You know, you guys got to play control hockey. You got to go tape-to-tape passes.
Steelers on the power play. We need to make up for the missing man. Let's hear the roar from the Panthers fans.
Now, if you score with more than one guy in the box, the first penalty is cancelled out, not the second one. What happens if the first one's the major penalty?
Can't a major penalty if you can score 5 goals on it.
I know, but what I'm saying is if you've got a major running ahead of the minor.
The minor's wiped out.
You reckon? Sheffield 4-on-3 power play. Domish, left point, gets the puck back, sends it into Tate. Tate tries to find room and makes enough room to fire Sheffield in front. 8:58. There's the answer. Corey Nielsen comes out the box, but Ashley Tate against his former team scores the power play opener. Referee has played a part in that one.
Yeah, you know what? You're going to take penalties. It's going to come back to haunt you right there. Corey Nielsen turned the puck over, and then he got caught hooking the guy in the 2-on-1. That's the way it goes. But right now, Nottingham's got to get free focus. They got to get the puck in behind the net, Sheffield's defense, and use all their magical forwards. They don't got any defensemen tonight, so you better play in the offensive zone.
In 59 seconds, Sheffield get another 37 seconds of power play. Referee comes over to the timekeeper's bench for a chat. Well, that one's right. The little clock's right. The big clock might be wrong.
But the major penalty still's got 4 minutes and 1 second on it.
Yeah. They've taken the wrong one off. So they're doing the major penalty on the stopwatch. They're trying to work it out, an upgrade. 3:59 to go on Lepine's penalty. So in 59 seconds, Sheffield get another 3 minutes power play. That's more like it. Panthers win the draw. Billy Ryan plays it back. You know what? If I had to pick one of the forwards to play defense, it might be Matthew Myers.
No, Matthew Myers can't skate backwards.
You reckon?
You got to get maybe McDonald, someone who plays on the power play. Somebody who's smart, maybe Billy Ryan.
Stevie Lee wins the puck back in the corner, tries to backhand it out to Nielsen. Nielsen's going to play 60 minutes tonight. They've got to leave it on the ice tonight. It's the only game of the weekend for the Panthers. Billy Ryan cycles the puck, brings it out himself, can't get into a shooting position yet. Stick handles his way past 3 Steelers, starts to do it again. Back to Nielsen. Nielsen gives it back to Billy Ryan. Billy Ryan stick handles across. Goosey. It's poke check by Steve Munn. Billy Ryan took 1 Steeler on too many. Corey Nielsen didn't look again and gives the puck away. Panthers get lucky to get a piece on it, but it's bounced for Sarich. It's off the back of Stevie Lee's heel. And Sheffield are on the power play for 3 minutes. They've scored 1 power play goal to take the lead. And Panthers are down to 3 recognised D-men and the youngster, Tom Norton. Oh, Panthers only just get it out of the zone. But McDonald was trying to send Beauregard away to the races to score an unlikely short-handed goal from his own end. Beauregard gets in front of the puck. Stevie Lee can't stop the puck getting in low. It goes past Talbot to Tate, and Tate sends it across the ice. Ben Simon, the player coach, backs to the paint. The tip was off the outside of the goal. And Panthers battle it down the ice.
That's how you get rid of the puck down the ice. 2 hands on your stick and shoot it all the way down.
Matthew Myers, slow to turn, can't get across to Joey Talbot, slows him up. Tom Norton has to get a piece of it, sends it round, it's picked off by Sheffield. Tate keeps it in. Simon's in front, this is Sarich. Big blast, way off target, comes back out to Sarich. Sarich sends it into Tate, back to the blue line to Le Gui. Save, clips around, bounces around, Sarich keeps it in. 1:45 to go on the power play to the Sheffield Steelers. But if they score, Simon hustling and bustling, and 4 Panthers swarm around him. Penalty shot given, and it's a penalty shot because of a hand pass in the crease, picking the puck up and giving it to the keeper.
Well, we all know as a defensive player, you cannot touch the puck in the crease with your hand under any circumstances.
You can't grab it. I saw it in a junior game a long time ago when junior did that, and it would have been for the championship, and the other team lost. We went on and scored next shift.
Right there. We've had everything tonight.
Wow. 11-15. Kowalski's won, in effect, out on a one-on-one. It was as good as a penalty shot. Ben Simon to take it, the player coach of the Sheffield Steelers, and that would be a huge margin, 2 goals, with Panthers so hurting on defence thanks to the calls we've had so far. Penalty shot called by Sheffield-based Andy Carson. Ben Simon, ex-NHLer, against K-Wall, Craig Kowalski. 6,000 fans. Oh, as if it makes any difference. Linesman Dalton making Muscovos get off the ball, get off the ice. Everyone steps off the ice apart from Kowalski and Ben Simon. Here comes the penalty shot, folks. Kowalski comes out of his net, drops back and makes the save. Makes a comfortable save, and 6,000 people cheer. That's as good as scoring a goal for the Panthers tonight.
Well, right now the whole story is K-Wall against the Steelers. He's made about 5 or 6 great saves and then stops a penalty shot to keep them in the game.
The simplest solution to Panthers' defensive puzzle is just to throw Tom Norton out there with Coach Corey Nielsen. And put the other 2 Brits, Lee and Myers, on together. Panthers still on penalty kill though for another 1:43. Sheffield win the draw. Domish tries to make room, doesn't get the puck. Dowd flicks it into Phillips. Hewitt's trying to make a nuisance of himself in front of the goal. Nielsen backs in, scares him away, but Sheffield have the puck in low. Out to Domish, tipped by David Clark. He fights for the puck, he doesn't get it over the blue line, but Panthers eventually do bring it forward. Nielsen and Sproat. Nielsen fakes the big shot, curls and drags, and then it just clips Bollybrook's skate blade and goes wide. Panthers not out of it, but they're up against it. Oh, the lobster pot saved by K-Wall, and he spins like a ballerina to celebrate. 8:10 to go, first period. Best game of the season so far, anywhere in the Elite League, by a country mile.
Hands down. They got it all. This is a great, intense hockey. Both teams going end-to-end. Great goaltending, big hits, a fight. What else do you want?
A penalty shot. Oh, we've had one of them. It's fed to the side of the net. Panthers, Tom Norton didn't react as quick as he perhaps could have. Talbot fires it right through the paint and out the other side, and it ricochets out over the blue line. Panthers have nearly got through the 5-minute penalty to Lepine. Legui works it down to the right wing, dishes it off. Saric to Tate, the veteran. Long-range shot, sticked up in the air. Talbot manages to hit the boards on his own. It bounces around. Saric keeps it in. Ricochet, half cleared by Norton, kept in by Saric, sent in low. Hits Tom Norton, chests it down. McDonald brings it forward. He fights for it. He keeps it. He takes it into enemy territory. It ricochets to Billy Ryan. He plays it back. Panthers waiting for their man to come back. They send it down the ice with 15 seconds to go on the power play to the Sheffield Steelers. They've had just the 1 goal so far, and they've missed a penalty shot too. 5 seconds till Panthers get a man back. K-Wall gives it to Lee. Lee banks it off the boards to Beauregard. Myers takes it on. Josh Ward served the penalty. He goes to the team bench. Penalty coming up against the Sheffield Steelers for slashing. Panthers slashing on the stick, he says.
That's Munn getting a call for slashing. Well, they say if it goes too high up the stick and close to the hands, they're going to call it. One of those new rules, well, the ones they brought in a few years ago.
The biggest worry is going to be Corey Nielsen's now going to try and quarterback everything, and he's back out there after a lengthy spell on a 5-minute major penalty kill, and he's out there now on the power play too.
I hope Corey's going to try to play about 40 minutes tonight.
David Clark at centre on this power play unit wins the draw. Galbraith to Nielsen. Nielsen makes room, gives it to Galbraith. Back to Nielsen. Sheffield in a line trying to protect their Latvian goalkeeper, Muscovos. Juggles it. Beauregard is level from behind. Referee saw nothing untoward there. 6:39 to go, first period. Sponsored by the Red Arrow coach service between Nottingham and Derby. And Panthers trail by a power play goal, but they're down to one import defenceman, a young Brit, and GB internationals, two of them, to protect K-Wall, who's having an outstanding first period. Nielsen to Clark, back to Billy Ryan. Billy Ryan gets it right across, back door, and it's just behind. Beauregard, big shot, rebound, comes out. Again, Galbraith can't get the one-timer away. Clark uses the boards to get it out to the right wing to Billy Ryan. Billy Ryan sends it in low, Clark goes to collect. He's behind the net, Domish is right in front. Beauregard making a nuisance of himself in front. For the first time all season, Jade Galbraith missed stick handles. Beauregard goes to help him, flicks it round the back. Billy Ryan protects the puck well, gets it out. Galbraith backhands it brilliantly to Billy Ryan. 64 seconds to go on the power play to Nottingham. Galbraith, the magician, stick hands his way to the back of the net. Beauregard's right in front. Billy Ryan has a look. Nielsen shot through traffic. Rebound just bounces over the stick of Beauregard. Panthers are getting no luck whatsoever.
What they got to do is they're forward in front, and that's got to back out a bit for it. This goal, everything that hits him bounces 12 feet out, so they just got to back up a bit and get those rebounds because he gives up huge ones.
Matthew Myers tries to find his way all the way through on his own. Dowd can only stick handle it in. Last 25 seconds of the power play. Panthers will get one kick of the cat. Ashley Tate falls over. Mind that ice, it's slippy. Sproat takes it in, doesn't flick it in down low, on his knees, can't keep it in. Gets it back though, steals it on his knees. Matthew Myers flicks it forward, Sproat is bouncing around, it's in the back of the net.
No, he's calling
and the referee's calling a penalty.
He's going to call for goaltender interference right here.
Is he giving the goal? They're still celebrating, no goal.
He's going to call goaltender interference. Or he's going to give it.
Well, he's not giving a penalty shot, I can tell you that.
No, he's giving, whoa.
He's giving them a penalty, even though we scored on the play.
I think what happens the minute the puck hits the goalie, it's dead.
Interference against Dowd. Panthers definitely, you could see it from here, 250, 300 feet away. The puck went in. What was I saying about no look?
Nottingham Panthers!
I don't understand that one.
Well, I don't understand the penalties on the board right now either. Munn's got 5 seconds to go, so it's the shortest of 5-on-3s. Munn's coming back, Panthers have the puck. Panthers battle and win the puck, and win it well. Nielsen has to adjust his feet positions. Clark breaks his stick, and it's a 2-on-1. Nielsen has to come back and play the part of two. Clark grabs a stick from the bench and fills up, and it's another big save. And Simon got a piece of the goalkeeper as he came through. On purpose, real professional trick, but he deliberately got a piece of the left-hand shoulder of Kowalski.
Just unfortunate, David Clark for the one-timer breaks his stick and turns into a 2-on-1. But another great save by K-Wall. What Corey Nielsen's got to do here, he's got to put 5 forwards out here. You can't play the whole game because come the third period, there's going to be nothing left. He's got to have faith that he's got another. He can't play all these power plays. He's got to put a forward out there and go with 5 forwards and give himself a rest.
Part of the plan was to get Galbraith to quarterback it so he could not flog himself to death. I know that was part of the plan. 4:29 to go.
He's going to have to save himself when it's 5-on-5 and killing penalties, because right now he can put 5 forwards out there in this penalty. You got Galbraith and Clark, who's played on the point before, so they know what they're doing back there.
Galbraith wins the draw. Panthers with 80 seconds of power play to try and get right back into the game with an equalising goal. Galbraith gets it inside. It turned across by Nielsen. Munn flies in on Beauregard. It was Galbraith's shot. 73 seconds of power play to go. That whole play took less than 10 seconds to get from our goal line up there to a shot and a save. And it wasn't a particularly quick play.
No. Well, that's why it's the fastest team sport in the world, Gary.
Munn and Galbraith in a contest of strength to win the puck. It's flicked down the boards and Sheffield bring it forward. Nielsen sets up for the poke check. Clark gets back to get a piece of it. Hewitt with a cheap shot on the back of the legs with a stick. Panthers change personnel. McDonald loses it in his feet. Has to stand still to regroup. Does keep the puck. Gets it over halfway and sends it in. Billy Ryan tries to get there. Sarich gives it away to Billy Ryan. Flick to Matthew Myers. He keeps it in. Now we've got Danny Myers on the power play. Doesn't usually get time on the power play, but with the absentees, he's going to get time today. Jams it off the boards, gets it back. Nielsen whacks and hacks and slashes, and Phillips is offside anyway. Only 26 seconds to go on the power play.
What a period. We've had everything. What Corey Nelson's got to do, even though he's short benches, he's got to use all his guys. You got to get him into the game so he just doesn't overplay certain guys in certain situations. He's got to get everyone to go. You know what? A power play early in the first period, yeah, it's important, but not they're going to be important in the third period.
Corey Nielsen sends it out to Dustin Sprout. Has a look, hard rim. Only 10 seconds till Sheffield get their man out the box. Matthew Myers. Penner falls over but gets the puck to Sprout. Sprout has a look. He's lost the puck, doesn't know he's lost it, doesn't get it back. Legui, and now it's a 3-on-2 break for Sheffield. Tate drops it off to Dowd out the box, kicked away by Nottingham, and Nottingham turn round and go forward 2-on-2. Sheffield get back in numbers. Sprout shot, ricochets, and the glove of the Latvian goalkeeper, Mustakovs. Oh, and Munn's throwing his weight around now. Penner's on the ice, though. 2:44 to go, first period. It'll be a big 50-50 tonight.
Oh, definitely. Get your tickets.
We meet the Steelers here in the Challenge Cup. It's not the season ticket.
So we got our pairings here. We got Myers going with young Tommy Norton, and then Corey Nielsen going with Stevie Lee.
That's as good as it gets now. But will it be good enough? Fingers crossed. Galbraith, Myers through the feet of Talbot. Had to be ricocheted away. Talbot gives it away. Norton gets a piece of it. Deflects it towards Danny Myers. He uses the boards, gives it straight to Talbot. Talbot backhands it to the defence. Sheffield go for the diagonal pass. Tate's onside. Back to Dowd. Dowd shot, saved. High sticks all round. No high stick given. We high sticked it and we played it next.
I can tell you right now that was going in the net. Somebody did a great job of knocking that.
Oh, McDonald just didn't move his feet. He stood still and he had possession and could have set up Galbraith. Sorry, Rick.
Yeah, one of the Nottingham defensemen did a great job of knocking that out of the net because that was going right in.
Bit of a softball stroke. Billy Ryan steals it across to Alexander Beauregard. Blocked down on the knuckleball shot. Nielsen keeps it in off the boards. Galbraith right to the front. It's loose. Panicking Sheffield. Swamp around and again they panic. Stevie Lee sends it out to the right wing. Right to the front. Josh Ward getting a shift. Beauregard couldn't tip it away. Hewitt, Stevie Lee tees him up. And Hewitt just bottled it. Sent down the ice. No icing, called the linesman. The greenskeeper says no icing. Panthers get fresh legs on for the last 75 seconds of a pulsating first period. Oh, Ian McDonald, move your feet, son. He just looks like he's one more step and we'd be in business.
Once he gets that puck, he's just looking for a pass. You got to get that puck and take 3 hard strides.
Last minute of play in the first period, final minute.
Danny Myers collects the loose puck. Panthers trail by 1. Diagonal pass picked off. Tom Norton. It's worked up the boards. David Clark has to protect it. No one working the inside channel. It's in. Well, McDonald got in the way of Clark. He twists and turns and gives it to Danny Myers. McDonald can't reach it. That'll be icing. Last thing Panthers need is a face-off in their end with 32 seconds to go. 31 seconds to go. Do you know what? There are fans rushing out to get a beer or a pop to the ladies or the jet. I would not miss 30.8 seconds of this game.
No, why? There's still 30 seconds left. But they might have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, but
They might have to go to the loo.
yeah, but Dustin Sprout for a mild stick slap. McDonald wins it, but no one from Nottingham reacts at all. Into feet from Tate, 23 seconds to go. Tom Norton has to battle, it's flicked across over the stick of Tate. He regroups and gets to it. Tom Norton plays it high. Tate falls over. Panthers have a chance to clear. This time high stick is called against Nottingham. We'll have a face-off to the right of Kowalski.
Yeah, right off that face-off, the puck went in the corner. Not one Nottingham Panther reacted to it. You gotta know your responsibilities in your defensive zone off face-offs.
13.3 seconds to go. Sponsored by Red Arrow, the coach service every 10 minutes between Nottingham and Derby. It's the Steelers leading by 1-0 in a first period that has had a year's worth of ice hockey in it. Panthers chip the wall and get it to the man with the magic hands. Jade Galbraith, he backhands it and it's just out of reach of Beauregard. Last 2 seconds, Ben Simon comes in, soft off target. Panthers wheel away from the Steelers. Steelers have the edge, but Panthers had the edge on the play. Great first period from netminder Craig Kowalski. 40 minutes to go. If it's as good as the first 20, you're going to be hitting that rewind button, the fast forward button, the freeze button, every button you've got. You'll probably be playing it on your belly button. Steelers lead by 1. We've got 40 minutes to go, folks. Mustakovs. You might have heard me practicing Mustakovs then. Steve was a bit late with the thumbs up. I wasn't sure if we were back on. Mustakovs faced 15 shots. Kowalski faced 14 shots. That's about right. Good quality shots throughout the period.
Quality shots at both ends. Both goalies extremely sharp.
Keep an eye out for number 3, Globk. He's got a busted nose and they couldn't stop the bleeding. That's why he didn't come back in the first period. Our doctor, who's been treating him, says he should be back second period. I said to him, why aren't you just keep breaking it?
Yeah, well, I don't think those doctors do that. They got a kind of an ethic.
I know. They've taken the Hippocratic oath, haven't they? All right, here we go. 20 minutes on the clock, second period action about to get underway. Nielsen with Lee on defense for Nottingham. We can be proud of their first period efforts, but they trail by 1-0. Ooh, John Phillips, stick handles through. Oh, missed the back of the net. Stretch pass, and Galbraith just can't reach it. Domish it was who missed the shot. Oh, the linesman. No way was that icing. Galbraith's telling him straight.
How did Jerry Domish miss the net from 8 feet out?
That's why he's a defenseman.
Yeah.
Yes, you're saying he's not very big, he can skate very fast, but he's not renowned for his shooting.
We just saw a great example of that.
All right, puck's in the corner. The wrong end of the ice, though. Sheffield have possession. They're working it towards the front. Here's Legui, goes the long way round. Phillips runs interference for him. Legui brings it out over the blue line. Matt Myers making a nuisance of himself. So's Beauregard. It's in the air. Stick down by Talbot. High sticks is the call. That was below his shoulder. He's only 5'10" in the first place.
Well, hey, listen. Carson's got a better angle than us, but for our angle, it looked like it was about waist high.
There was no one near him anyway. That's the point about high sticks. It's to stop dangerous play.
Moment to join the Nottingham Panthers supporters club, sponsors of the home team bench.
Bit of a grindy start to the second period. Some of the fans haven't yet got back to their seats. Hewitt, cuts inside. He's got help on the outside through Dowd. He loses possession. Myers chips it out on the backhand. Straight to the Sheffield D, though. Bollybrook gives it away, but Clark sends it straight back to him. Panthers are on side now if they take it in. Here's Ian McDonald. Backhands it in, Saric. Sproke gets in there. Good work by Brustol. McDonald's fishing for the puck. Can't get it. It's with Myers, though, at blue line. Gets it into McDonald. He tries to work his way to the blue paint. Has a look. Leaves it. Sproke spins and turns. Brings it back the other way. Turns away from Dowd. Working the wall. Panthers can't reach it. Myers can't reach it. Tom Norton has. Circles round and then sends it in on the rim, but his teammates are changing on the fly, so no one was coming to get it, and it's defensive duties now for Nottingham. Hewitt, pad save, just squirts to the backside of Phillips' stick, and he's had a lucky bounce. He's worked to the front. Poke check by, was that Billy Ryan? Yeah, Billy Ryan with a great poke check. Panna can't tip it on, it's given away. Great save by Kowalski using the shoulder. Nielsen takes the hit, gets it across to Ryan, long range shot, and the Latvian goalie covers up. Penna drives the net. Everyone from Sheffield hangs on.
There's nothing wrong with driving the net. Someone's going to shoot the puck. Go to the net. Somebody's got to go to the net. You never know, the goalie might drop it.
We mentioned Ross Lambert earlier. He'd have put 20 quid up at least for someone running the goalie in this period. Because they haven't even got a backup. Our old backup, Jeff Woolhouse, has got cartilage problems in the knee. They've got the kid from the rec team still backing up. They've got another backup sorted out for next week. But right now, it's the kid from the rec team who's dressing just to fill the mattresses out. Galbraith makes some room, stick handles his way, goes the long way round, it's loose in front. Surely one of these rebounds is gonna land for the G&B Panthers and they're gonna be able to turn it in. Here's Matt Myers. Deflection from Domish, ends up behind the goal. Matt Myers collects, stick hands his way to the front, loses his footing, gets the puck back, backhand, goes upstairs. Domish finishes it off, sends it round. Nielsen stick hands his way, penalty coming up to the back door. Panthers shoot over the net. Still Panthers in possession. Someone's whacked Domish. Panthers 6 on 5. As soon as Sheffield touch it, there'll be a whistle. Sproke takes it down, turns it through the blue paint.
Another one he's
still have it. Well, they can't pull the goalie again. Backdoor, Beauregard can't get to it. It's played by Sheffield.
5 on 3. He's calling 2 here. Carson's going to call 2 penalties.
Interference and hooking. 16:36 to go. Panthers with a double power play, an opportunity to get right back into this one. Get on the coach with a smile on your face. It's sponsored by Red Arrow, coaches between Nottingham and Derby every 10 minutes. We're packed. We started the season with 5,300 plus watching Panthers versus Belfast. Tonight we've just sneaked to the 7,000 mark.
Sponsors of the away team penalty bench. Panthers in the fast lane on a Farmers Green power play.
Oh, it's 2 against the same player. It's not 5 on 3. Well, he's doing his best to confuse us, Andy Carson. He pointed at 2 players when he gave the 2 signals, didn't he?
Yeah.
So it's 4 minutes of power play, 5 on 4. Clark gets it back to Nielsen. Nielsen fakes the shot. Billy Ryan back to Nielsen. Nielsen being hurried and harried. It went. Did that go in or hit the post?
I hit the post, Gare.
I wanted it to go in.
I know we want it to go in. I had to go. Nottingham's doing a great job. They come out this period, play with a sense of urgency, outworking the Steelers, and right now they're got to keep going hard, and their chances will come.
Well, everyone's working hard, none less than Beauregard on the puck now. Gives it to Ryan. Hits a skate. Hewitt backhands it. Taken out of the air by Billy Ryan. Good eye-to-hand coordination, as you coaches say, Rick.
Yeah.
Straightforward stick handling. Billy Ryan gets it, gives it, goes back for it. Works with Beauregard, backhands it, can't get it back to Beauregard. Stretches, gets possession, flicks it around. Beauregard turns his man Dormish, and the backhand from Clark finds Galbraith. Now, set it up, boys. Oh, a tip from Saric just spoils the cross-ice path. Tate is going right wing. Hewitt's got help. Clark tries to get back. Hewitt shoots, goes upstairs off the shoulder of Kowalski and hits the netting. A better player might have found Tate with a pass there.
Yeah, he just used the old decoy there at the back door. Defenseman did a good job and said, okay, we're taking that away. Shoot the puck, K-Wall, stop it.
.35 to go, second period. Panthers with just under 3 minutes of power play. They trail by 1. What wouldn't we give for a couple of power play goals on this play? Panthers given away by Penner. Phillips flicks it down the ice. 3 Panthers back there to collect. Don't really need to use Alex Penner in the build-up to this. He just has to get to the blue paint and screen the Latvian goalkeeper. Sheffield fire it down the ice. Good penalty killing by Steve Munn. Oh, it was Robert Dowd.
That was Robert Dowd.
Yeah. Well, they're going to get a man, well, not a man back, but one of the penalties will be over. Penner goes right to the edge of the crease. Only 12 seconds to go on the first penalty to Steve Munn.
That's Clark coming out from his 2-10 and 5. We haven't seen Globke back on the ice yet.
Probably haven't stopped the bleeding yet. I remember in your day, Rick and Ross Lambert's day, you just used to stick cotton wool in there and come out.
Yeah.
You're not allowed, of course, to have the running blood nowadays, are you? Health and safety and all of that business. Rebound, it's loose. No whistle. Sheffield fans have got that little moo chant for Mustakovs. 6'2" Latvian, comes from Riga. Played in the World Junior Championships. Played for Drummondville in juniors in Canada. Also played in Belarus and Latvia leagues. Also had some coast experience at Knoxville, Toledo and Elmira. Second half of this lengthy power play. Nielsen has it for Nottingham. Stick handles down to the hash marks. Protects the puck, sends it in, but it's picked off. Gets another chance of it. Sheffield give it away. Nielsen to Galbraith, sends it round the back. Clark had gone to the front. Sent it to the back door. Clark, he had been ringing the front door, not the tradesman's entrance.
Yeah, a little miscommunication between Clarkey and Galbraith. And these guys have been playing together for a few years.
Down the middle channel, tipped in. Domish spins one way, turns the other. Fires it up a trouser leg. Panthers have it. Domish holds his man down. Beauregard gets it out to point. Clark keeps it in, backhands it in. Off the back glass. Galbraith tries to get past Saric, does so, backhands it. Well, no one thought it was going to reach Nielsen. It did. He got it to Ryan. Ryan got it to Beauregard. Back to David Clark. He can't pull the trigger. Into the feed of Nielsen. Clark, shot off target. Good looking power play, but so far, no joy on it. Back to Clark. Clark out to Galbraith. The great Galbraith, the great Stupendo. Kept in by Nielsen. Gloved by Saric, only as far as the corner. Galbraith backhands it to Ryan. 40 seconds, still lots of time on the power play. The roof will come off if the GMB Panthers can use the man advantage. Beauregard, shot, pad save. The Latvian goalie's good, isn't he? Referee gets in the way. And Sheffield break out 2-on-2. Easy save. Nielsen, gives it away to Dowd. It's a 2-on-1. He goes past, into the feet, back door, kicked. Cleared off the line by Nielsen and backhanded down to Sproat. Last 8 seconds, power play's nearly over. Danny Myers scored 1-on-1 in Belfast, can't do the same today, stretching. Sheffield bring it the other way and Munn comes out of the box to join in the play. Right through the crease, Panthers react first, clip it off the boards. Young Robert Lakovitz making a nuisance of himself, but Bollybrook gets it to Le Guy, and Panthers get their man back. At one point I had Munn on the penalty kill and it was Munn in the penalty box.
Yeah, some great end-to-end action coming here.
That'll be icing against the GMB Panthers and we can all get a breather. Good pressure from Nottingham on the power play, but they didn't convert man advantage into an equalising goal.
They got it set up. They worked the puck around for a minute and a half. They worked it around, and anytime they shot the puck, it hit a stick or shot it over to the net, you got to get the puck on target.
.12:03 to go, second period. Talbot wins the draw. Sheffield get it back to the blue line. Munn through traffic, stick by Kowalski. Myers uses the boards. Lakovitz gets a touch. It'll be icing against the Panthers. Nothing wrong with that if you're under pressure. Defenseman's first job is to get it out of the zone.
As a young kid, he didn't know what to do with the puck. Do it any good, smart defenseman. Shoot it hard and make sure it gets out.
Talbot doesn't win the draw this time. McDonald gets it to Myers and Myers backhands it across and Sproat gets to it. Into the feet of McDonald. Backhand forward by Norton, can't be taken by Sproat. Given away back to Tom Norton. Tom Norton can't gain the red line, but he gets it out to Lakovitz on the right wing. Inside to Sproat. Sproat makes room. Twists and turns and gets a wristy shot away. Munn deals with Lakovitz. Matt Myers is hacking and flapping away, trying to get Domish to give it up. Good save, Kowalski. And he gloves the puck and wraps it up in the lobster pot and takes the face off.
Yeah, K-Wall's going to say, okay, kid, you can shoot off the boards about halfway down the blue line there. Ain't going in.
11:14 to go, second period. I love the confidence from Rick Strachan.
The kid's seeing the puck tonight. You can tell he's outside the blue paint.
Kicked down by Stevie Lee. Saric plays it out to the boards, goes to get it himself, sends it in low. K-Wall can't get to it, Nielsen can. Sends it forward. Galbraith can't take it out of mid-air. Bollybrook sends it in, but he's got teammates offside, and it gives Nielsen a chance to corral the puck. 11 minutes to go. We're less than a minute away from the halfway stage. Panthers sending it up to the Panthers logo, centre ice. Dished off by Galbraith to Myers. Ben Simon finishes his hit on Myers. Penalty coming up against Simon for high sticks. Matthew Myers does that. He draws penalties. That was a pretty dumb penalty deep in your own territory, though.
Finishes his check. Andy Carson says he's got his stick up high. In you go. Got to keep your stick on the ice when you're finishing your checks.
All right, would you change the power play, Rick, or would you just keep going? Because it's been looking pretty sharp, but just hasn't finished off. The only thing I'd change is something you've already mentioned. Drop off the keeper a little bit as soon as someone shoots, because the rebounds are coming, but they're big rebounds.
Big rebounds. They're doing a great job of working the puck around. They just got to get some guys in the paint there. Shoot
Billy
the puck.
Ryan.
It doesn't have to be a hard shot.
Billy Ryan sets up David Clark, hits the post. Panthers have hit the post twice this period. Billy Ryan gets the rebound off the pipework. David Clark, block it away, and look at the rebound. It's come all the way out. Tate knew it was coming there, beyond the hash marks, and he takes it in. Soft shot, K-Wall in and out of the glove, as far forward as David Clark. The crowd roar the Panthers on. The louder the roar, the bigger the score, but Panthers haven't scored yet. Nielsen. Billy Ryan stick handles his way across. Help from McDonald. McDonald back to Ryan. Sold short, and Tate gets away to the races. He's got Talbot riding shotgun. Tate fakes the shot. K-Wall makes the save, then follows through on the keeper, Ashley Tate. He can plead accidental.
Yeah, he shot the puck, fell down, and there was no malicious there. Look at they're having a chat. Panthers got to quit giving up these breakaways.
The GMB Nottingham Panthers!
That's the second one they give up short-handed. Come on, boys, work the puck down low, get the box squished down, and then move the puck up top.
We're past the halfway mark, and we're approaching the halfway mark of the power play with Ben Simon in the box for the Sheffield Steelers. It's as tight a game as you can get. It's as good a game as you can get. This is ice hockey at its best.
Well, they've had a penalty shot and 2 breakaways, and every one of them has tried to go 5-hole on K-Wall. It ain't there.
The Panthers have twice hit the bar. Nice tip forward for Matt Myers. Dustin Sproat helps. Comes out, soft backhand shot. Danny Myers deep in enemy territory in the corner. Gets it to Sproat behind the net. Protects the puck. Gets it out to McDonald. McDonald to Sproat. The college boys working well. The 2 graduates. Matthew Myers got a degree in surveying at Nottingham Trent University. Gets it out to Sproat. Myers keeps it in. Shot into Legui. Legui has all the time in the world to send it down the ice.
Oh, right there. You got no play. Don't shoot it through sticks. Throw it around behind the net. Your guy will retrieve it.
Makes amends, come through the middle, loses it, but it's picked up by Beauregard. Beauregard to Sproat, stick in the way from the Panthers. Danny Myers doesn't get the tip. They're getting their man back. Panthers having pressure, having momentum, but still no goal, and Simon's back on the ice. Panthers, Galbraith to the front. It ricochets up. I thought David Clark was going to head it. David Clark takes it out of the air, juggles it, bats it down, and now Sheffield come. They got 2 at the back door. Saved by Kowalski, nets off its moorings. And there was a real dig at the keeper there by Ben Simon, the player coach. I can't swear I heard the whistle before he had the dig at Kowalski.
Panthers main team sponsors the GMB British General Union. Panthers short
He's thrown Ben Simon's stick to the corner. Picked his own stick up. Referee not giving anything for that.
Hey, the puck's laying there, guys are going to whack and hack at it. You can tell he played in the NHL. That's what they do. They play till they hear the whistle. A lot of guys are going to learn from that.
.8:18 to go. Panthers trail by that power play goal scored by Ashley Tate in the 9th minute.
Let's see if we can have some 5-on-5 hockey. It was way more better. It was way more exciting then.
Straight into Stevie Lee. From Saric, Panthers get it forward. Penner backhands it, goes looking for it. Lakovic goes looking for it. Saric gets it round the boards to Tate, gives it away off the boards. Spins and turns. Billy Ryan. It's fallen kindly to Steve Lee. Steve Lee with a wrist shot. Well, Hewitt jumps in from behind. Saric. I mean, Penner doesn't know which way to turn, does he? Sheffield Steelers players queuing up to get away from Penner. Sheffield fans chanting here or Alex Penner. You know what? We've got a face-off right next to their net, haven't we? Or is he bringing it outside?
I think they're going to bring it outside. All 5 in.
They have brought it outside. 32 minutes and 6 seconds gone. Matthew Myers says, why is it outside? Hewitt takes the draw. Matt Myers half wins it, gets help from Galbraith, and Panthers get it back to the 2D men. Myers and Norton. Oh, bad pass out to the boards though from Matt Myers, easily picked off. Dowd. Back door, Sheffield making room. Ashley Tate sticking from Beauregard, sends it upstairs off the glass, round to Bollybrook. Bollybrook uses the boards to get it to Tate. Big hit from Matthew Myers, wins the puck, gets it out to Galbraith. Galbraith didn't look, that was picked off by Saric. Sheffield send it in on target. Kowalski gives it to Myers. Myers uses the boards, it bounces over the stick of Tom Norton. Phillips reacts first, sends it across the middle channel. Blocked by the feet of Danny Myers. The size 12s were big enough to block the shot from Le Guy. And we've got 7 minutes to go, second period, and it's still a 1-goal game. Steelers building a bit of momentum, but Sproat gets it out. Josh Ward getting a shift for the GMB Panthers. Clark tips it in. Josh Ward tries to finish his check. He was told by someone, hit everyone that moves when you get out there, son. Kowalski has it, it's loose. Josh Ward stretches to help mop up. Phillips mops up for Sheffield. Steve Lee throws the hit, gets there first, protects the puck, gets it forward, takes the hit. Sproat bounces one across to the right wing. Corey Nielsen jumps into the play, gets it into the attack zone, sends it in low. Josh Ward gets there first, uses the boards, can't get it past Dormish, but then gets another chance. And Clark takes over, sends it to the corner, goes to get it himself. Josh Ward makes a nuisance of himself in front of the blue paint. Good job, Josh Ward. Oh, I would have willed him to get the tip and score the goal. He's got another chance. He's got it to David Clark. David Clark can't find it. It's in his feet. Is it behind me? Is it in front of you? It's not the pantomime season, and Clark can't find the puck.
Great play by Josh Ward. They got possession. He goes, stands right in front of the net, sets up a beautiful screen for Clark. He just lays it on there. You don't have to shoot the puck hard when they got a screen. Just get it through.
Billy Ryan couldn't come out of the middle of 2 Sheffield Steelers players deep in their territory with the puck, and he's Dowd carrying it forward. He's rubbed out, the puck's on the boards. 2 Sheffield players, including Simon, both hit the Panthers player, and they've ended up with the puck with Neil Clark deep in Panthers territory. Brings it out, Bollybrook, good save, and covers up the rebound before Clark can get to it. Good play by the Panthers, 5.5 minutes to go, second period. They trail by 1 in a match sponsored by Red Arrow, the coach service between Nottingham and Derby every 10 minutes.
Time to exercise your voices. If you're proud to be from Nottingham, make some noise!
Great atmosphere in here tonight.
Oh, it's always a great atmosphere in the Nottingham arena.
There are times, especially on a Sunday game, when it's a bit like matins. Well, Dowd was offside, but Dalton was ducking from the puck. Oh, little tips and Panthers can't quite get to it. Bollybrook goes to get it. Lakovitz makes a nuisance of himself, gets the puck. Back to Ian McDonald, shot save right on the edge of the blue paint. Mustakovs comes right out to close the angles, and McDonald shoots it straight at him. Less than 5 minutes to go, second period.
One thing in both teams tonight, defenses on blind passes. Nottingham's been guilty of it right there. Sheffield's guilty of throwing the puck right into the middle. Teach from kids from day one. Don't pass the blind passes up the middle in your own end, and they're both doing it.
Both serving up the long-range pizzas, aren't they?
Oh, God.
Off the back of the net from Myers, trip from Munn, not given against Galbraith. Beauregard wins the puck. Busy B. David Beauregard across. Steve Lee back to point to Corey Nielsen in low. Galbraith right through the front of the goal. Tate gets to it. Myers. Well, Matt Myers is picking up the penalty. Saved by Kowalski. Talbot made sure he got a big piece of Kowalski there. Elbow from Matt Myers, and 10 minutes against Galbraith.
Well, you know what? Why get all excited? Let him call the penalty. There's still period, 4 minutes left, 24 minutes left, and you're going to take a 10. You're the most influential player in the Panthers, and you take yourself out of the game.
Solutions for accounting, Nottingham's award-winning Sage business.
Referees will give you one, but you stand there and scream at him with the hands waving, you're going.
Get the DVD after the Dundee Stars game next week.
4:21 to go, second period. Panthers now lose their talisman. They lose the magician. They lose the guy with the best stick handling skills until there's less than 15 minutes to go in the game.
That's where you got to control your emotions. And Jade Galbraith's played enough of these games to know that, hey, listen, there's a lot of time to go. I gotta just calm it down here.
Matt Myers on the call for elbows. Face off to the left of Kowalski. Dowd and Sprout. Dowd wins the draw. Back to Bollybrook. Bollybrook out to the right wing. John Phillips. Phillips gets it back, the Sheffield captain. Tipped by his opposite captain, and now he gets a chance to send it down the ice, and he throws the pizza where we want it. 300 feet down to Mustakovs. Dowd backhands it in. Nielsen, can he get there ahead of Phillips? Yes, he can. Uses the board, sends it round, but Dormish picks it off. Off the boards, Panthers can't get a piece of it. Sheffield get a chance to set up. He's Dormish through traffic. Kowalski makes the save.
Now, good job by Nottingham. They pressed hard all over the ice, and finally the only thing they had left was a wrist shot from the blue line, and K-Wall saw that all the way.
Win an exclusive prize. Check it out at the Panthers desk in the foyer.
78 seconds of penalty kill to go for the GMB Nottingham Panthers. Billy Ryan can't win the puck. Sheffield force it back to the blue line. Saric and Legui, the big cannons. Sheffield to Legui, back of the net, through the 5-hole. 2 power play goals separate the teams in this one. One in the 9th minute from Ashley Tate, and now another in the 36th minute.
Well, right now, if you're gonna, you got to watch Legui right there. That's one of those off that forward at the top of the box has got to collapse to protect the high slot, and he just didn't pay any attention to Legui. You're gonna let him one-time it from there, you're in trouble.
The mountain just got a little bit higher. And now the announcers have a job to keep the Nottingham fans in this one. Nielsen to Sprout, onto McDonald, tries to trickle one through, but it's picked off by Saric, and Penna can't get to it. He's got it now. Tries to stick handle his way out, loses possession. Sheffield give it away. Nielsen fires it across to Steve Lee, gets over halfway and uses the boards. Sends it right round. Penna can't get to it, didn't read it. Phillips chips one forward. Corey Nielsen gets a piece of it. Down, or was it Steve Munn jumping into the plate? They both got a 5 on the end.
That was Clark.
Oh, 15.
Yeah,
he's
15.
got a 5 on the end of his number as well.
Yeah, he's got a 15.
Kowalski makes another great save.
Right now, he's the story of the game. He's just played outstanding. I think both goalies have done a great job. A lot of turnovers, a lot of mistakes out there. Emotional game. Players just losing their minds on both teams.
Panthers gave that puck away and it nearly cost them so dearly. A 1-0 first period and so far a 1-0 second period, both in favour of the Sheffield Steelers. Josh Ward. He'll get a shift now at least until Galbraith comes back in the third period. Billy Ryan right to the front. Josh Ward tried the backhand. It was just knocked away from him. Domish skates with it. Josh Ward tries to just hurry him a little bit. Billy Ryan goes over. Domish gives it away. Myers gets back. Backhands it to the corner. Tom Norton misreads it. It's backhanded right to the front. Little chip backhand shot from Dowd, and Kowalski saw it late but got to it.
Yeah, right there. If you're a defenseman, if you're behind your net and you rim the puck, the first thing you do as soon as it leaves is your stick, is you got to get out in front. There's going to be someone wide open. They rim the puck. They're lazy getting back to the front of the net. There's Sheffield Talbot standing there for the deflection.
2:12 to go, second period.
Well, we can't be too hard. There's only 4 of them, and they're going pretty hard right now.
Tate got a piece of it. Kowalski got a piece of it. Nottingham have got it forward. He's Robert Lakovitz. Off the glass, wicked bounce. Beauregard tries to get there ahead of Saric. Can't, but does enough to harass him and gets the puck back when it's fired in deep. Backhand. It's loose in front. Keeper loses his stick. Simon getting his glove up high and gets a 2-minute penalty for roughing. And he's given Myers one as well.
Myers is going to get a 10 here.
Look at Dalton manhandling a player. Totally unnecessary. It's Myers with the only penalty on that call.
Now they're both getting one, both for roughing. But Myers got to be careful there. He slashed at the linesman. We've already had one Sheffield guy bite a linesman.
He wasn't slashing at the linesman. He was slashing at the goalie's stick on the floor. And the linesman was Dalton.
Hey, Gare. You know what? You know what the linesmen and the referees are like? Don't give them any. Don't put a bullet in their gun to shoot you with.
Yeah. Well, Derek Campbell's not playing tonight for Sheffield, and word has it, in the melee with Dundee last week, he bit the linesman.
He did. He bit the linesman, so he's suspended for 3 games. The Steelers put out an announcement that he won't be just sitting around. He's going to be doing their schools program, healthy eating.
Loose puck, and it just bounces over Brussels Sprout's stick. It's in the back of the... I thought that went in off Saric's skate.
I thought for sure that was a bank shot.
Ukov's got to it somehow. He must have a horseshoe in his jockstrap tonight.
I think he got a whole horse.
Do you ever get halfway through eating a horse, Rick, and think you're not as hungry as you thought you were?
I've had some mystery meat in my time, and I'm sure it's been horse.
We had some on a holiday once to Tunisia. Oh boy, was it tough. At very best, it was camel. All right, Panthers have got 21.5 minutes to try and get something out of this game against arch rivals Sheffield. They've been up against it. They started short-staffed. Big save by Kowalski to deny Clark.
kid's earning his paycheck tonight.
Well, Panthers had 3 forwards on the 4-on-4 and paid the price there. People not quite doing their job.
Yeah, there's a little miscommunication. 4-on-4, it's man on man. It's okay, I got him. The other 3 guys, find your guy and stay with him.
Sproat wins the draw. Myers takes over. Backhands it back to Sproat. Sproat spins, turns, has a look. Beauregard circles away, tries to make room. Sproat protects the puck, turns it inside. Tom Norton loses out, tries to win it back. Comes out, goes in. Beauregard didn't get back over the blue line. We're in the last minute of the second period, sponsored by Red Arrow, the coach service between Nottingham and Derby every 10 minutes. Oh, through the legs. Legui takes it forward, works to one side. Kowalski gets a piece of wood on it, gets the paddle to it. Bad pass from Sheffield, but they've worked it back to Legui. Legui to Saric. Saric off the boards, goes and gets it himself. Bollybrook tries to get to it. Bollybrook with it now. Tom Norton makes a nuisance of himself, if nothing else. Bollybrook spinning and turning, gives it to Talbot. Talbot out to Bollybrook. Shot from outside the blue line almost. Just inside the blue line, obviously. And Sproat uses the boards and gets it out. We're in the last 15 seconds of the period. Beauregard changes on the fly. Clark comes on for Nottingham. Last 10 seconds of the period. Sheffield will be happy. They've won the first by a goal to nil. Now they've won the second by a goal to nil. And it's a too many men call
on
against Sheffield. Knee label, former Panther, bench coach, shakes his head. Former Panther, Davy Graham, the Panthers bench coach, looks at the scoreboard.
That is just a horrible penalty with 5 seconds left in the period. You know who's going out?
The Steelers receive a 2-minute bench penalty for having too many men.
Doubt to serve it. Panthers go to the Farmers Skoda power play. Just over 4 seconds to go this period. And then they'll start the third with an extra man, 5 skaters against 4. Oh, high stick call against Billy Ryan. And it was the Sheffield player who grabbed the stick and pulled it up high. Hewitt pulled it up.
Oh, there's an even up. That's a bad call.
The score at the end of the second period in tonight's evening game, sponsored by Red Arrow.
So they won't start on the power play, and they will start trailing by 2. 40 minutes gone. Sheffield lead by 2 goals to nil.
Sheffield Steelers 2. Got a whole another third period to come though, ladies and gentlemen, so don't go anywhere.
We're out shooting them, but they're outscoring us. Mustakov's on course for another shutout, the Latvian. He's had a few, but he hasn't had them against class opposition. Panthers up against it. Short-staffed. Steelers missing 1 through suspension. Panthers missing 1, in effect, through being thrown out. We've been looking at that in the interval. Lepin's coming forward, Glob's got his head down, Lepin stretches into the hit, turns his back on Glob, Glob runs into the back of him.
Well, the thing is, if Globke had the puck, skated 1 stride with it and gets hit, it's his own fault, no penalty. When's the last time you seen 3-on-3?
Oh, big backhand from Lee, just finds Domish. Well, we didn't see it for long, Rick. We're back to 4-on-4. Steve Lee lifts the stick, but the puck bounces kindly. Domish can't get the shot away, backhands it off the stick of Phillips. Domish goes to get it. Matt Myers tries to deal with his man, one-hands him over. And Andy Carson puts his arm up for a penalty. Tripping. It was a one-handed push. Rewind the DVD and look at that one.
That was mind-boggling because all he did was he pushed him He took his hand, he hit him in the chest. He didn't hold him, he just pushed him. And there's Matty Myers
He's
taking
tossed
a 10.
him as well. He's thrown him out of the game. Game misconduct for abuse. Matthew Myers. Matthew's just sitting in the box.
I don't know what, they're going to get more if they don't go.
It's Galbraith that's been tossed. Matthew Myers sat down. He was already on a 10-minute misconduct. He said something from the box, and the talisman, Jade Galbraith, has been thrown out of the game. The mountain just got a bit higher.
Yeah. Well, at least it wasn't Matthew Myers.
Well, I quite like the idea of getting Jade Galbraith back into it with fresh legs for the last 15 minutes. It's not going to happen now. Kowalski's save comes right out this side. It's a 4-on-3 power play to Sheffield. Shot picked off. Legui's shot picked off by 77. Corey Nielsen sent down the ice. Squirts out to the left wing. Saric bangs it round, but only as far as Nielsen. Nielsen gives it to Tate. Sproat tries to free the puck up, can't. Myers tries to corral the Steelers out of position, but they've got it now. Saric. Got Legui for company. Big blast, low save. Tate on the rebound. Ashley Tate's second goal of the game. And again on a power play. 3 power play goals to 0. Sheffield are winning this one.
Well, we said special teams are going to be key before the game in goaltending. We can't afford the goaltending has been outstanding. And special teams, Nottingham's had their chances in the power play, didn't score. Sheffield's stuck in theirs.
So under the new rules, Billy Ryan comes out. And in 28 seconds, the Steelers will have another 30 seconds or so of power play. You know, I felt good about this game all day. I thought the boys would, well, you can't fail but to play with pride and passion in a game like this in front of 7,000 people. Panthers get it to the logo, center ice.
I knew that once Zion wasn't going to play, it was going to be a tough on him. And I figured that their forwards would work extremely hard, take the pressure off the D, but it just hasn't happened tonight.
Stevie Lee's gone down the far end. It's 5-on-4 now to Sheffield. Panthers short-handed. David Clark shoots. It's loose right in front. Stevie Lee is leveled from behind by Domish. Nothing given by the referee. Absolutely nothing given. Kowalski makes the save again on the short side, slams the stable door shut. The Panthers players are just looking at Andy Carson in exasperation, but at least they kept their mouths shut that time.
You got 7,000 people in the rink, and emotions run. It's high, but you got to control them, and you got to keep your mouth shut. And you got to go out there and do your job.
17:43 to go. David Beauregard for the GMB Nottingham Panthers. Off the back of the net, can't get it to the front. Panthers get their man back. We're skating even strength. Tom Norton uses the boards and Myers flicks it forward to Beauregard. Beauregard onto Billy Ryan. The lines are unrecognisable. Back to Beauregard. Backhand shot, side netting. Matt Myers can't dance through the tulips this time. Stevie Lee A little bit of a head shake. Talbot corrals him back behind Panthers' net. Oh, a fan risking a life ban trying to hit the top of Andy Carson's head. David Clark, right wing for the Nottingham Panthers, shoots back of the net. Panthers are back in the game. It's G&B Panthers 1, Sheffield Steelers 3. Mustakovs is beaten by David Clark off the right wing.
David Clark comes down the wing on his offside. Just a quick, hard wrist shot. He's a butterfly goal. He just got it over the pad, off the post, and a great shot.
Well, the Latvian goalie's not getting a shutout tonight. David Clark shoots and scores at 43-35.
The season for number 5, David Clark, assistant 77, Corey Nielsen.
16 minutes, Corey Nielsen flicks it out, McDonald back across the front. The roof would have come off if Panthers had scored 2 in a matter of seconds.
Another pizza delivered.
Nielsen has a look, can't get it back to the advancing Panthers. Sheffield bank it down the ice. No one can hear themselves think. Sheffield cleverly stay onside. Legui takes it to the corner. He's robbed by Lakovic. It ricochets around off sticks and goes down the ice. Tom Norton had to hold it up while his teammates were coming out. Kowalski sticks it upstairs into the netting. 15:27 to go. The mountain is a little bit slower than it was, but it's still a big one in the circumstances.
Hey, it's 15 minutes, 1 goal by the Panthers. Game on. Right now, they just got to get the puck in the Steelers zone, get the cycle going, get some pucks to the net with some traffic.
2 shots away from taking it to overtime. Danny Myers through the middle. Clark can't get it. It bounces up. Matt Myers takes it on. David Clark is rugby tackled to the ice. The whistle's gone for offside, but there's no call from Andy Carson. You get this though, don't you, Rick? A referee's calls just seem to be hounding your team, and the fans get frustrated with it.
Oh, right there. It was behind the play. Someone just shoved David Clark from behind and knocked him right. But I tell you right now, Andy Carson wasn't even looking there. But you don't do yourself any favor when you start yelling and screaming at the ref. He's always your friend until the game's over, because you need him to do you a favor.
Absolutely. Tate with a chance to clear the zone for the Sheffield Steelers. Gets it down the ice. Kowalski gets a piece of it and then covers up. Puck wouldn't settle for him. He decided not to take any risks.
He stepped out of his net to play the puck, and what he was trying to do is he was trying to turn his body so he could shoot it. But what happened was he lost it, so the smart thing, he didn't panic. He says, okay, there's no one around, I'll just fall down on it nice and gently.
So the night started with us presenting Jade Galbraith with the puck he scored against Boston with.
Yeah.
So pumped up with adrenaline. He's spoken out of turn once too often. One-hander from Penner finds Stevie Lee, bounces one forward, it's picked off by Munn. Penner comes through with the elbow up high. Referee doesn't notice or chooses not to. Onto the backhand tape of Billy Ryan. Can the college kid get through? No, he can't. Can Sproat reach it? He gets something on it. Billy Ryan comes into the corner to get possession for Nottingham. Spins and turns and sends it back. Backhands out to Nielsen. Nielsen to Sproat. Sproat stretches. Steve Lee can't get the shot away. Sends it in low. Billy Ryan right into the crease. Penner doesn't get wood on it, and it squirts out for Nottingham into neutral ice. Billy Ryan makes room for the shot. Gloved by Mustovitz. Sproat gets punched for his trouble. Something's going to happen here. What's the referee going to do here? Who's he going to call? It was Sheffield Steelers throwing punches. And it's Penner getting the penalty.
Hey, be careful, kid. We don't need another guy taking a 10.
Panthers home Panthers sponsors are solutions for accounting. When things don't add up.
Well, I saw Sheffield arm go back and in.
There he is.
Now Penner's been thrown out of the game. Teammates corral him and throw him out.
Okay.
Now he's throwing his stick down the ice. Not smart.
Well, to be honest with you, Gary, that could be some of the stupidest things I've ever seen. You got your
He's coming
10,
back now.
and then you squirt the linesman with water, and then you throw your stick.
Someone has to get him out of the way.
Well, you know what? You can see it happening. Somebody on the ice, walk up, grab him, and take him and sit him down.
Just letting you listen to the background noise and the announcements coming out. There's no point talking to the officials like that. They ain't going to make an awful lot of change to their calls, are they? Pounder, you've got Galbraith and Panner hanging round our bench. Get him away from the bench. Just sent a message down to our bench to get the players that have been dismissed away from the bench.
Well, yeah, because you know they're going to say something else.
Well, the Sheffield fans think Andy Carson's the best referee since sliced bread.
13 minutes 58 remaining.
Just under 14 minutes to go, a 2-goal game, but we've got no Penner, we've got no Galbraith, we've got no Lepin.
13 minutes and 58 seconds to be proud to be from Nottingham here with the GMB Panthers.
Beauregard whacks at the puck, it's only got as far as Saric. Le Gui with a big shot, rebound. Beauregard gets a chance to send it down the ice. The penalty against Penner for roughing seemed harsh given that the Sheffield players were throwing themselves at the Panthers players and the puck was still loose. Power play to Sheffield, they've got 3 power play goals so far. Beauregard chips the wall and gets it down the ice. But if they get through this penalty kill, Panthers will have just over 10 minutes to try and rescue something from the first big clash of the season. Kowalski, a little bit of miscommunication. Through traffic, tip goes wide. Simon, player coach of Sheffield. Danny Myers fishes for it, can't get it. Sproat comes to the corner, it comes back to Saric at the blue line. Into Tate. Tate's got to be their man of the match tonight.
He's had a solid game.
Back to Ashley Tate. Myers drops for the shot. When it comes from Le Gui, it hits McDonald's skates. He reads the play well and gets enough on the loose puck to get it down the ice. Dustin Sproat fanned a bit on it there, didn't bear down on his stick, and it's given Sheffield possession with 30 seconds of man advantage still to go. Corey Nielsen, nice pass. Matthew Myers needs some Welsh magic.
Oh, he got away with the slash there. You could hear it all the way up here.
Matthew Myers hauls Hewitt down, but Sheffield have the puck. Dowd takes it back behind Mustakovs. Matthew Myers trips him up. He's frustrated. Panthers get the man back. Josh Ward's out of the box. Stevie Lee chips it down the wall. Lakovitz can't latch onto it. Clark brings it the other way for Sheffield. Hewitt goes the long way around and past the guy who he doesn't like and who doesn't like him, Corey Nielsen. Bounces over, Clark's stick, right to the front. An even strength goal for 4-1. Kowalski didn't know where it was. David Clark was in foreign territory defending.
Well, there was two Nottingham Panthers there. There was one Sheffield Steeler who was just whacking away at it. Hey guys, knock him on his can. You can't just, one of you go there and just take his stick away and knock him down.
One of the Nottingham players had lost his stick on the play as well. It was broken. Well, the Sheffield fans are celebrating. It's going to be first blood and first bragging rights to them. First time they've scored without a man advantage. It's decisive though. Means it's a 3-goal spread with 11 minutes to go. McDonald has time, has room. Goes to the middle channel, shoots, blocker save. Sheffield fans have brought twice as many tonight as they brought to the last 3 games last year in our barn.
Yeah, I was surprised when I got here.
Well, they're revitalised after all their summer troubles. They've won some games. They're hot on the heels of Belfast at the top of the standings, and the fans seem to like what they're watching this year.
I guess there's confidence back in the team, and the fans say it's worthwhile to go watch them on the road. It's good for everybody.
Well, less than 11 minutes to go. Panthers are finishing a few hits. Corey Nielsen gets it out to Matthew Myers, goes to the front of the net himself. Shot from Matthew Myers off target. David Clark gets it down, it's in the air. Matthew Myers tries to chip it backhand towards the goal. Sproat gets past his man. Soft one onto the side netting. Backhand to the boards though by Sheffield, and they chip it only as far as Steve Lee. Matthew Myers pounces on it. David Clark is clobbered by Bollybrook, and I think finally Sheffield are going to get a penalty. Hooking's the call.
Yeah, Jeff Legui on a hook. Right now, you sure wish Jade Galbraith was out there, because he's the man who is the man on the power play. He's the quarterback.
10 minutes and 13 seconds to go. 2 minutes of power play to Nottingham. 4-2 though would have a better ring to it for the last 10 minutes. Have you checked your 50-50 tickets tonight in association with Temple?
No, I didn't get one. The guy didn't come up here.
£950 the prize.
I know.
Beauregard from close range gets to the rebound, soft shot. Clark keeps it in for Nottingham. And McDonald on his knees keeps it in at point. Nielsen uses the boards, gets it behind the net. Beauregard is sticked around the face area because he wears the cage to protect his only good eye. And then off balance, he just can't stick handle his way around Mustakovs. Panthers onside, McDonald got to it. Fast from Kowalski. Ryan muscled out of it. Clark can't keep it in. Just got a feeling it's going to be Sheffield's night now, Rick.
Yeah, unless something the Panthers can pull something out of the bag here. They got a minute on this power play. They got to score here. If they don't score in this power play, it's pretty well game over.
Well, it's kind of a tired-looking Panthers side now. They've got to leave it on the ice tonight. No game tomorrow. Munn finishes hit. Nottingham keep it in and then give it away. David Clark gets it to play. Coach Corey Nielsen, he spins and turns, and his opposite number, Ben Simon, wins the puck and gets it down the ice. Panthers have 25 seconds of man advantage to go, but the power play's not worked tonight. And David Clark's goal, the only one that counts. Lakovitz on the power play, feeds it behind Matt Myers. And Sheffield get a pass forward, but it's sticked upstairs by Sproat to deny Neil Clark a one-on-one opportunity. And Panthers aren't going to convert this power play that could have given them a glimmer of hope in what's been a pulsating game. Marred, if I can use the word marred, by some calls from the referee and some outspoken words from Panthers players.
Very well put, Gary. I would just call it garbage refereeing and some undiscipline by the Panthers.
8:21. Just over 8 miles for Panthers to get back into it. Let's not take anything away. Sheffield have played well tonight. They've played gritty, they've played hard. Sproat can't get the shot away. Lakovitz can't get the shot away. Clark can't even find the puck.
Hey, listen, Sheffield's got a strong team. Good forwards. It's unfortunate for Nottingham that Zion didn't play. He was probably their best player. And then Galbraith only played two.
And when we signed Rob Bellamy, after we signed him, we found out he hadn't got a passport. So by the time he got his passport, he put us 4 or 5 days behind the 8 ball in the visa stakes.
Hockey players. How can't you not have a passport?
Well, he had one, but he washed it.
Oh.
In his jeans.
I've heard that one before. I've seen many washed passports.
You ever done that?
No, I've lost it.
I know a player who, when we went on a private jet to Belfast for a game once, didn't know he'd left it on the plane until the Cardiff Devils went on the same plane a month later, and one of the players who's playing tonight, John Phillips, found Paul Moran's passport, took it out of the pocket and sent it to him. He didn't even know he left it there. That's how lucky the kid is. I tell you what, he went to see Mumford and Sons, the pop group. I never heard of him. You probably haven't.
No.
But apparently it was a sold-out gig at Rock City. They couldn't get tickets. They just went for a walk down the street just in case there was a ticket tout or somebody with one. 2 lads came round the corner from Manchester. Said, is there a good pub round here? So they said, yeah, there's one over there. You're not looking for tickets, are you? Yeah, we are. Oh, we got 3 spare. So he bought them a beer each and bought the tickets at face value. All right, Panthers trailing by 3 with just 6.5 miles to try and get something out of it. Josh Ward squirted through to the goal scorer. David Clark goes for the same spot, same side of the net. This time it's too high, too wide, but not handsome on the backhand. Clark with a backhand low shot this time on a rolling puck, also misses the target. Tom Norton reacts and gets to the loose puck. Ian McDonald squirts it in low. Matthew Myers slams the brakes on, makes room, takes it forward, stick hands it, chips the wall, goes and gets it, backhands it to Beauregard. Beauregard loses out, tries to get to it, gets away with some stick. Matthew Myers whacks and hacks. No call. Icing against Sheffield. 5:38 to go. It's beyond the Panthers now, isn't it, Rick?
Yeah, you're going to go out there and just make sure you do good things to finish out strong. I can't fault Matty Myers and Beauregard and Clarkey for their work ethic tonight. I tell you what, I really haven't seen much of Sprout or Ryan. They're kind of invisible.
Panthers win the draw. Nielsen tries the quick snapshot with hardly any backlift. Ricochets around but bounces to safety from a Sheffield perspective. Nielsen pretty much in cruise control, gloves it down, plays it forward. Sheffield get a piece of it. Steve Lee takes it forward. Squirts through. Nielsen, one-timer, knocks the stick out of Mustakov's hand. He's got it back now. Nielsen can't get that one though. Steve Lee doubles back to help, plays it out to Lakovitz. Lakovitz tries to stick handle his way in, too casual, has to win it back, does so, loses it. Tom Norton flicks it up the boards to Matt Myers. Dustin Sproat spins and turns, but there always seems to have been two Steelers around a Panthers player trying to do any fancy dance stuff tonight.
Well, what the Steelers do is they come back hard. All their forwards come back very hard. What the Panthers do, they get over the blue line and they start delaying, and then all of a sudden the forward has caught them.
Josh Ward with a diagonal dump. Domish goes to get it, chips it. Norton knocks it out in midair. Sheffield next play to touch it, no high stick. Norton, Domish goes past him, 2-on-2. Shot was about a foot off target, hit the side netting.
We know he's a bad shooter.
That'll be icing against Panthers when Saric touches it. Less than 4 miles to go. Sponsored by Red Arrow, the Nottingham to Derby coach service. Good effort from the Panthers, up against it without a couple of players to start the game. Very much against it when Lepin was thrown out, and then got frustrated with the referee's calls, and it led to Galbraith mouthing off and getting thrown out, and Penner mouthing off and getting thrown out.
Well, sums up the whole night, Gary.
I've got to be honest with you, Rick. I mean, losing Galbraith and Lepin made a huge difference to the Nottingham Panthers.
Well, of course it does. Lepin's your rock-solid stay-at-home defenseman. Galbraith's your most talented and creative offensive forward. It'll take two of those guys out of the lineup. It's a big hole to fill. And Jonathan Zion. So there's three guys. That's a penalty.
Not giving it. Tom Norton falls, trying to hustle and bustle with John Phillips. John Phillips makes room for the shot.
I know.
Loose puck in front. Now a penalty against Josh Ward, is it, of the GMB Nottingham Panthers. The kid's bemused, the 19-year-old.
Oh, they're giving Andy a hand.
Yeah, Andy Carson's getting a good round of applause.
To be honest
from
with
the
you, he
fans.
just missed one 10 seconds ago.
Solutions for accounting. And boy, they've been busy tonight. Things don't add up. Call Solutions for Accounting.
3:33 to go. Half of a Devil's number. 3:33. Ricochets off the back of David Clark. Domish keeps it in. He's Phillips for Sheffield. Hewitt. Backhand into the corner. Sheffield collect through Phillips. Domish through traffic, ricochets around, it's into the corner. Tired legs, Nielsen can't get there, Bollybrook can, he's Dowd. Back to Bollybrook. Shot through, fake shot to the side of the net, hits David Clark, can't get to it, Dowd backhands it in low, it's back to Domish at blue line. Sounded a bit Yorkshire then, Domish at blue line. Dowd makes room for the shot, saved by Kowalski. Big slash. Corey Nielsen grabs hold of whoever it was. Was it Hewitt?
Yeah.
Cheap shot, Hewitt with a slash from Omby on the back of a leg afterwards. They've won the game 4-1. They've got less than 3 minutes to go. We're down to one import defenseman, and he tries to break his ankle after a whistle.
No, well, there's no need for that. That's just a stupid play by Jason Hewitt. You know what? The game's not over. Why put the team on the power? You're on the power play. Pass it around, get your scoring chance. Just let it go.
Well, we're a few power play personnel missing at this stage of the game. If Josh Ward wasn't already in the box, although he is already in the box, so it's 4-on-4 for a while, not power play. Then a 44-second power play to Nottingham. Ward will come out of the box and probably be told to stay on the power play.
Yeah, I tell you what, both benches look pretty thin.
Danny Myers tries to turn it to the front. It's given away. Sheffield bring it forward. He's Neil Clark. Circles, turns, plays it back. They're 3 goals up. They don't need to score short-handed. Or 4-on-4 even. They just need to keep possession. Sheffield fans giving it the ole on successful passes. He's my man of the match for Sheffield, Ashley Tate.
He's had a great game. He's played great defense, scored a couple of goals, tireless worker. I think Matthew Myers has had a good game for Nottingham, but I know K-Wall, I gotta give it. I can't blame him for 1 goal.
Last 2 minutes of play, third period, final 2 minutes.
Dustin Sproat. I think you're right, Rick. The difference has been the line of college kids as against the more seasoned veteran pros.
Yeah, a great hit by their Stevie Lee.
Now he's got the puck, sends it forward. Dustin Sproat again loses possession. Kowalski makes yet another save. He's in the frame even though there's been 4 goals tonight for man of the match. From our match sponsors at Red Arrow, the Nottingham to Derby coach service.
Hey, he stopped the penalty shot, 2 breakaways early in the game to give him a chance to win. And he's made huge stops. 3 power play goals, and on the 3, he had no chance.
Nielsen stick handles it round his goal, gives it to Billy Ryan. Billy Ryan winds up, big shot. Into the logo though. And the man they make the cow noises for, Mustkowitz, makes another save. Well, Panthers have been far from disgraced tonight. It's a game that had everything first period. Apart from a Panthers goal.
Yeah, they had their chances early. They had some great scoring chances. They had some power play time, and it just didn't click, and things were just bouncing over sticks or hitting 2 goalposts in one shift.
Billy Ryan clips it forward with a 9-iron. Can't get to it with a sand wedge in the bunker though in the corner. Sheffield send it down the ice. They've got their man back, so we're on 5-on-5 action. Dustin Sproat wakes up as he comes from the team bench, but not in time to get possession. McDonald off his knees wins the puck though for Sproat. He spins and turns and backhands and ends up with the puck. Gives it to player coach Corey Nielsen. Sending low, last 20 seconds. Long way to go in the championship race. You don't win it in October. Do you know what we're missing, Rick? We're still missing a middleweight. Hewitt shouldn't be allowed to abuse our player coach. We need someone to teach him a lesson.
Well, yeah, I honestly agree with you, Gary. Somebody's got to come off the bench and grab him. Hey, there's lots of middleweights out there. Stevie Lee, middleweight. Come on, grab him. Can't have the defenseman fighting, though.
No, not tonight. We need a middleweight who can go and look after his, has pride in the logo. Anyway, you've seen 60 minutes of exciting ice hockey, but the scoreline isn't what we wanted. Sponsored by Red Arrow, the Nottingham to Derby coach service every 10 minutes. It's finished. G&B Panthers 1, Sheffield Steelers 4. Steve will keep the camera rolling for the presentations. That's Steve Wilkinson on the camera lens, and Rick Strachan was on the colour commentator's microphone. This is Gary Moran bidding you a fond farewell. I guess we won't sell many of these in Nottingham, although that first period was worth another look.
Time now for tonight's post-match presentations. Tonight's Arco Man of the Match Awards. These are being presented on behalf of match sponsors in Red Arrow, Sarah Taylor and Stuart Boone. The Arco Man of the Match for the Steelers this evening, number 11, Jeff Leguid.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show appreciation for the Sheffield Steelers as they leave the ice. Safe journey home, Sheffield. To your supporters, thanks for coming.
And the Arco Man of the Match for the G&B Panthers this evening, number 5, David Clark.
And now, centre ice, ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for the GM